He's been like that for a while now. Until he's out here, I really couldn't tell you.
Todd, do you plan for Devin to practice at all these next couple of days, or is that going to just be the surgery?
Not for 2 days, no. I mean, we'll run tests and do all the lifting and running stuff inside, and he'll be ready for training camp.
So we saw a pick from Sebastian Dennis. How's his progress been, and maybe getting more reps as a result of the linebackers not being here as well?
He's got a ton of reps. He's getting a lot of reps at both spots, so he's picking it up pretty good, and that's hard to do, to come in as a rookie and pick up both spots, but he's a smart football player, and it's starting to slow down for him.
Ryan Jensen had some limited work that he's done with the group. Is there a reason you kind of holding him out?
Yeah, again, physically, seeing where he is and getting the mental test done and the physical test done for him.
Is it being cautious too with him because of the knee injury?
Definitely.
Anybody not here?
Everybody's here.
Todd, if you get a chance to talk to Devin, what's his mindset? You know, he had said he wanted to be traded. Is he beyond that now? Is he with you all year? What is his thoughts?
His mindset is good. I mean, it's just business. That's part of it. That takes care of itself. He'll be ready for training camp, and he'll be good to go.
Defense had some picks today. Talk about the progress they had against his offense.
Offense has some good plays, but you're not going to win many games turning the ball over, and we stress that after practice. You're happy for the defensive guys, but you're not happy from an offensive standpoint. It negates all the good things they've done, but, you know, this is what camp is for.
We've seen Philo very consistently there at left guard as a starter. Do you think of him as a starter? Is that his job to lose, kind of, if you will?
Right now, it's his job to lose, yes.
Todd, is there a difference between the mentality of what's going on in OTAs and then when you get everybody here for mandatory minicamps and what you're trying to accomplish and install or so on and so forth?
No, it's the same for us. It's just an extension of OTAs. You know, you still don't have pads on. You can't hit anybody. We get more meeting time, which is really the main thing, but the practices are similar.
Todd, we see teams across the league that aren't holding mandatory minicamp or skip rookie minicamp or skip OTAs. Does that surprise you that the teams aren't kind of taking full use of all the practices available?
No, I mean, some guys, that's the way they coach and that's the way they think. We got to worry about ours. You know, we're still installing a new offense is what we're worried about and getting some people in here to learn that. So we continue to go with it. But I see efforts on both parts.
How would you characterize the progress of both your quarterbacks with Kyle and Baker?
Learning. I mean, learning, getting the system, everything. Everybody's here now, so they got everybody intact. Getting used to Mike and Chris, getting used to the running game, getting used to Dave calling it, but they're making progress.
Where have they shown the biggest growth, do you think?
Just understanding the offense and making audibles at the line of scrimmage.
Are you upset that you don't have to prepare for Dalvin Cook in the opener, Todd?
Well, anytime you're happy to get rid of one, the other one usually comes in worse than that. So, you know, I'll tell you after the game.
You brought another kicker in here to compete. What do you like about Blankenship?
He was very productive in the past. You know, we needed another kicker in here. McLaughlin can't kick every day, and Blankenship has made some big kicks, and he's made some consistent kicks. So, you know, competition doesn't hurt anybody.
What's it meant to have Shaq Barrett out here, knowing all that he's been through this offseason?
And that's a testament to him. You know, Shaq's one of the mentally toughest character guys I know. To have him out here still trying to get ready, I'm sure it's not easy, but he's handling it, and we're behind him.
Todd, who are any of the offensive or defensive undrafted rookie free agents that have caught your eye so far?
In shorts and T-shirt, I would say none. I want to see how they do in pads. There's some interesting guys that flashed. Isaac from Alabama State has flashed here and there enough to look at him in pads, and Marquise has flashed at outside backer. A couple of offensive linemen when you see the pads on, and so we'll get to see them then.
I know that it wasn't 100% attendance at OTAs, and you've only been out here a day, but through up until this point, who do you think has made the biggest jump so far at any position?
I don't think anybody's made a bigger jump. I mean, I think people have gotten smarter, understanding how to play their position, but you got to wait till pads for all that stuff to come on and say who made the biggest jump. You can't play touch football, then go out and play tackle and be a different guy. We'll see who's consistent, and we'll make that decision then.
In years past, Jason's always found a guy late, during the offseason going into training camp, a veteran to bring in. Do you anticipate that happening again this year, or do you guys have the ability financially to bring a veteran presence in?
If we have that ability and we feel the need to, I'm sure we keep turning over stones and see who fits us, and if we need that spot, we'll turn it over.
What gives you the most confidence, Todd, that the run game will be more efficient this season?
Just the chemistry starting out. You know, the chemistry starting out. You want it to be more different. I'll be more confident once it happens in pads, but I see the cohesiveness coming together right now, so that's a plus for us, and everybody's learning the same thing at the same time, so the communication's been good.
Could Canales' scheme make a difference also in terms of the run game?
It could make a scheme, you know, it could make a difference, basically, but if somebody's taking away the run and we have to throw, we're able to do that too, so we'd like to run it more. You say you want to run it more, but essentially you got to take what the team's giving you to win the ball game.
Todd, can you speak on any progress that Zion McCollum might have made here in this offseason so far?
The game slowed down for him. I think mentally he's in a different place, understanding how the game has slowed down. He's playing faster. He doesn't have to use his speed for everything. He can see it with his eyes and his technique, and it's slowed down for him this camp. Thanks.
Just your overall thoughts on how things went today for you?
You know, I think offensively we did some good things. There were a few turnovers today, obviously things we have to clean up. But that's what happens when you get the full defense back out there and competition starts flying around a little bit. But we just have to hone it in. But, you know, luckily it's minicamp now, so we're going to be able to watch the film all together and do a walkthrough to correct some of those mistakes. And that's what this is all about, is just fine-tuning all the little details, making sure we're on the same page. And for the most part, I think we're on the same page. So it's just about executing and doing it at a very high level.
Where are you in terms of speed and processing and making your decisions in this offense?
I feel comfortable with where I'm at right now. Now it's about making sure that my comfortability is, you know, that resonates with everybody else. And so that's the quarterback's job, is to get everybody on the same page and make sure that we breathe that confidence throughout the whole team. And so I feel good with where I'm at right now, but there's obviously always room to improve.
Baker, you've been up against this Todd Bowles defense before on
Yep.
game days. Now you're seeing it on a regular basis in practice. What stands out about you about the defense to you?
It doesn't matter whether it's day one install or what. He's gonna pressure you. So it makes you think. It makes you have to prepare. That's for sure. Makes you have to know where your hots and all your answers are. It's great for us because we see a very exotic defense with a bunch of different looks, and they're capable of bringing pressure from anywhere. It really gets us ready to play everybody else.
Baker, now that you've had it a couple months now to kind of digest this offense, how would you characterize just the style that you were going to see this year?
Is it for our offense? You know, I think we obviously have a lot of potential to be explosive, but it's just going to have to be about taking care of the ball. I think we're going to be able to get in different personnels and get into similar formations and run very different stuff out of those things. And so, to me, it's about just staying ahead of the chains and taking care of the ball, and good things will happen. I think everybody here will see the difference in the run game that we'll be able to do, and that truly is going to establish what this offense is about. And I'm excited about that, and I know the guys up front are as well.
Baker, we've seen you have side conversations with Mike or Robert Hainsey, just various guys on offense. Has it been for you just building chemistry with each player, whether it's an offensive lineman or a receiver?
To me, that's the best part about football. It's the greatest team sport on earth. I mean, it truly takes 11 guys doing their job and trusting everybody else to do their job to have success. And so you got to get to know everybody, the little intricacies, the things that wire them, that make them go, make them tick. And so that's my favorite part about it. But to me, that stuff comes natural. You got to get to know your teammates, and then once you're out there, then you get to have fun. And so I'm truly enjoying that process right now.
We saw you taking in the Rays with Cole and Tristan. We talk about that football. Just want to how much you kind of let Tampa feel like home here.
Yeah, I always try to embrace wherever I'm at, make it feel like home. Whenever you get everybody feeling involved and feeling like we're all a part of the journey, in which we are, it's better. It's better for everybody around here. But yeah, obviously a great atmosphere there at the Rays game. Growing up in Texas, I have to admit, I am a Rangers fan, but I had the Rays gear on. It was a little bit of a moral conflict, but it was a good time to be out with some teammates and have fun.
Now, Brady had some specific requirements out of his center that required powder and a couple of towels. You've seen how hot it is out here. Do you have any specific requirements?
I mean, I think I sweat just as much as them. Yeah, they've continued the towel tradition. I think they enjoy it to where they didn't get yelled at anymore. No, there's certain things that you just have to adapt, and obviously Tom played long enough. He had a lot of things to be able to adapt to any sort of climate or scenario. Yeah, so those are the little things that I think will probably continue here. Yeah. To me, the red zone stuff and third downs, when guys are really triggering on the ball, it says a lot about where we're at as an offense because it happens a lot quicker down there. And so, I'm happy with how we played down there. But, when we get to a 2-point scenario, obviously didn't connect on one, did on the other. But, just got to fine-tune. And that's, like you said, that's all about being on the same page. And so had some success today, but there's definitely room for improvement.
It was mentioned already about the Rays game. I know you also went to Mike Evans' charity event as well.
Mm-hmm.
You made a very concerted effort to spend time with your teammates off the field. How does that help you with what you're doing on the field?
It's all about trust, like I said. But it's not like I'm forcing the issue. Just being around good guys is always fun. And so obviously the gala, they did a great job. I was truly impressed with how they operated that, and it was fun. The Sasquatch talk, yeah. I wound up bidding on a boat party, so there's the O-line present, and we'll take a little trip with the guys out somewhere. I have no idea, but it's all about having fun. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it fits all the O-linemen, but I gotta see what kind of boat they're giving out.
Have you found out if anybody else on the team shares your affinity for Sasquatches and UFOs?
No, I think they'll start to come out, out of the woodworks and tell me.
Stuff on Netflix about that.
Oh yeah, I've seen most of it anyway.
Baker, you've seen Evans and Godwin from afar
Mhm.
over the years.
Yep.
Now you're working with them. What have you noticed about their work habits? How excited are you about throwing to those two guys?
I mean, they're truly as high-level professionals as you can get at the receiver position. I mean, the way they detail their work, the way they, focus on everything. Just you watch Chris. Chris changes halfway through practice just so he can continue to play at a high level. Mike's always detailing his routes up, talking about his steps. But to me, the best thing to see is, guys at that level that have had that much success, they could just worry about, continuing to improve with only their game. They're truly helping out the rest of that room and helping out everybody else, and that's what makes them special. They're not trying to keep it for themselves. They're not selfish. They're trying to have team success, and that's why they continue to have it.
Baker, you've been around Dave Canales now for a couple of months. He has not called a play in the NFL or college. What gives you the confidence that this guy can really do the job from the preseason?
Yeah, I have all the confidence in the world, but like we talked about earlier, I think we're both getting thrown in the fire against the Todd Bowles defense for the first time we're running the system and the first time he's calling it. So I think this is great work. We're doing a lot of call-it periods where it's unscripted, and he's having to talk about formations, personnel, different things like that, and it's great for everybody to get a feel for how he wants to call it. But then there's also the learning curve, and that's what this time of year is about. And so, I have utmost confidence in him.
Where do you think you've seen the most growth over these last couple of months?
For me, just taking what's there. I feel like I'm really seeing it well right now, reacting and playing. I'm very confident in where we're at right now, and so just continuing to build that. Trusting these guys, and the greatest improvement you can see is just each day, no matter what it is just getting better at one thing each day. And I think today we got a little bit better about communication, and we'll go in there and talk about it some more. But I'm happy with where we're at.
I noticed your interaction with Blankenship. Bring back any Rose Bowl memories?
Are you trying to bring some back? I know you, Kyle. You're just trying to stir shit up.
All right, good. How are y'all?
How would you characterize this first day of minicamp now that you have pretty much all the pieces here?
It was solid. Kind of looked at it like a final exam. We've been studying all throughout OTAs, and then you got 3 days to kind of put it all together. So first day, still working through some things, still tightening up some things, but all together, I think, we're really getting all the concepts down very well and looking pretty solid.
Kyle said the defense, Todd Bowles got you guys a couple times today.
A couple times, but it's off-season minicamp. We're still working through some things. It's practice and trying out some new ideas and some new things, and it'll happen.
I asked Baker this as well, but just where are you at in terms of comfort level, in terms of mental processing, your decision making out there, just kind of reaching your decisions quickly,
Yeah.
making your reads?
I'm feeling a lot more comfortable every day. I think just with the reps, you get, your brain is getting more wired every single day with the concepts and where your eyes need to be. The progress is coming along little by little every day, and I'm feeling, very comfortable just, grabbing the gist of the offense.
It's so much different, I feel like, compared to the last 2 years because you're getting so many more reps. What's that been like for you? It's more opportunities to make plays, also more opportunities to make mistakes too.
Yeah, that's football, though. You're going to make mistakes sometimes, but it's awesome to get those reps. They're huge for me, for my development. So I've been trying to make the most of them, and I think they've been paying off a lot. I've been feeling a lot more comfortable, compared to the very first day of OTAs to now. Such a huge leap for me, in my opinion, just to get all the concepts down and playing with more confidence. And mistakes are going to happen. That's part of football, but it's our job as quarterbacks to limit those mistakes and give our team the best chance to win in the end.
Kyle, is it important to kind of like build momentum? These last 3 days, you said this is it, and then you come back preparing for Minnesota just to get some forward momentum going into training camp.
I guess so, but I don't really think about it that way. I just try to attack every single day like it's your last. Just try to get the most out of every single day. So I try not to think about the future because I'm just trying to get the most out of every day, and I think as you stack those bricks day by day, then it'll pay off in the end.
Kyle, you've spent a couple of months now with Dave Canales. He has not called a play at college or professional level. What gives you confidence that, when the Bulls start flying and you're in game day atmosphere, that he's going to succeed as a play caller?
I think Coach Bowles is doing a lot of things in practice to put us in a lot of game-like situations. So we're getting a ton of reps at, what the process is going to be like, calling from the sideline, hearing it from the headset, just getting that muscle memory for us out there on the field. Not everything's just going to be scripted, for offense and defense. You go out there and you put the ball down and run plays. That's not really how you get better in the end. That's good if you want to get stuff on tape, but we're doing a lot of things that really translate to, real football, getting the play from the sideline, calling in the huddle, and just going through the entire process.
Obviously, Tristan's move over to the left side. What about the guy next to him, your impressions of Filer, the left guard?
Yeah, he comes in with a ton of experience, veteran guy. I think he's very solid up front. He's a lot of good tape, a lot of good experience, and I think he's really going to help us.
The quarterback room has changed so dramatically from the last 2 years to this year. Just not just from players, but coaches too. Just what's it been like seeing that change? How is it different from a personality standpoint from last year to this year?
Obviously, the old quarterback room. I came into it. Everybody kind of already knew the entire offense, and I was kind of playing catch up the entire time. But luckily with this new offense, everyone's coming in pretty fresh and brand new. So every single day, we're kind of just in learning mode every single day. Because we're always trying to install something new that's new to all of us. So it's definitely different in that aspect. And but I think that Canales has done a great job of just building a room of great character.
Now that you've had a chance to digest his system a little bit over the last couple months, how would you characterize the style of offense that we're going to see this fall?
I would say it's unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get. we could come at you a million different ways and then throw it over the top of your head. You just never know. You saw the success they had in Seattle with that philosophy. And I think, you add our weapons into that, we could be very dangerous. So, I'm really excited to see how this plays out in the fall.
How would you say it's more unpredictable than last year, than the last offense was?
I don't want to make any comparisons like that, but I think this offense in itself, it can hit you from a lot of different angles. And, I think the goal of this offense is to keep the defense kind of on their heels and, overthinking things, a lot of motions and shifts and things like that. So, really, I think it's more unpredictable in that sense.
What's it like, or what impresses you the most about watching Chris and Mike do their business? We talk all the time about you learning under Tom, but what is it like to have two of those receivers to work with day in and day out?
You just see the grind and, the passion that they come with every day. You see why they've been playing at a high level for so long. And, that's huge. Not only, for me, this is just my third year, but a lot of the young receivers we have in that room, it's great for them to, look up to those veteran guys and have two really solid guys to look to and see, how to get it done.
How many conversations are you having with whether it's Mike or Chris or an offensive lineman, particularly center, because it's a new offense, there's so much movement that everyone needs to be on the same page, and there might be a minor adjustment from play to play, let alone in practice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of football. You always want to have a very transparent offense and always have a very, very open communication with everybody, your center, the whole O-line, your receivers, your running back. You want to have a very clear communication. And I think that's, part of Canales' philosophy, and I think that's something we've been doing a great job at.
Tom has some specific requirements out of the centers, require powder and a lot of towels. Is that going to continue?
As of right now, it's not looking as strict on the powder and the towels. Yeah. So we gotta get on top of that. Get a little more powder. We got the towels down, but we could use a little more baby powder.
You play in Florida,
Yeah. You're kind of playing wet ball drill every single day, so you got to stay as dry as you can.
So that's something that you would like to see continue then? That practice?
If time calls for it, and I don't know. I think the towels are working pretty well, so we've been throwing it pretty well out here, so we'll see how it goes.
There's all this talk, of course, about it being an open quarterback competition, but you guys can also help each other too, you and Baker. How do you guys will be able to bring out the best in each other, both now and then also in camp?
I think the whole quarterback room has built a great relationship. We're always, just like I was talking about earlier, transparency of communication. It's also huge in the quarterback room. You want to be able to lean on each other, bounce ideas off of each other. That's the keys to having a great quarterback room, is having, a lot of different ideas from, whether it be past offenses or, different looks that you've had in the past. And I think that, our offenses, our quarterback room is building a great relationship right now.
What's your plan between the break before training camp? I know Baker was talking about getting the guys out on a fishing trip. But, do you plan on spending any time with the receivers to kind of build your momentum?
Yeah. Obviously, we want to take a little bit of a break, right after minicamp is done. But, absolutely, I'm probably going to spend a lot of time in Tampa and just, I like to just, get with a small group of guys and, tighten things up and make sure everything's sharp and ready to go.
What's your, talk about getting together, to throw or do something away from the field? What's your idea?
On and off the field, everything, to throw for sure. And then, hang out off the field is very important as well. So a little bit of both.
Yeah,
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.
I appreciate it.